welcome back to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. Chuck's not looking now. He's like, welcome. Now, go now. There it is. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. I'm Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis. This is Dooley.
And we're here with Chuck at the Casual Pint. We're doing a live podcast. This is our very first live podcast. Remember to like and subscribe. I knocked it out early. I did. Remember to like and subscribe to the podcast, and you can always check us out on Instagram and all that other good stuff. Like, we're streaming live right now on Facebook. Here with Chuck. Chuck, let's get into it, man. You want to just dive right in?
Sure.
All right. So first off and foremost, thank you for having us. Before we get started, it is let's take a moment. I would like to thank all our veterans. It is Veterans Day. Mr. Chuck, I understand that you are a veteran as well.
Sort of a veteran. Yeah, I took an early out because the Vietnam War ended. I was in air defense artillery in the Army, and I was a lieutenant. So they, when the Vietnam War ended, they stopped killing lieutenants in a heartbeat. So they decided they didn't need me anymore. So.
All right, you want to go, Alex?
Yeah, Chuck, thank you for your service. And I want to bring up that we have two of our own, Dennis and Jason, who are prior service men. So thank you for your service as well, gentlemen. And thank you to all servicemen and women out there.
When Dennis was in the Air Force, he cleaned up cockpits. He did the detailing and stuff like that when the pilots crapped themselves.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
So you can detail a Mazda 6 real well.
Very well. Oh, yeah.
Shots fired. Come on, man.
Shots fired, man. Oh, yeah,
I see Jason pointing at you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So Chuck, you said that you were an air defense person?
Air defense artillery.
And how long were you in for, sir?
Just short of a year. All right.
Hey, again.
Hey, service to service.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you again. Speaking of service, let's get into a different service, the service industry. How long have you been in the service industry in restaurants? And
Let's see. This has been open for a year and 6 months. So a year and 6 months.
So you just jumped right in.
That's awesome. I want to. What made you decide to do this?
The young man sitting behind me.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Thought I was getting lazy in my retirement.
I'm assuming this worked out. I know you're not on a mic right now, but I'm assuming you can nod. This worked out for you as well. I mean, like, yeah, you get to try beer all the time. This is excellent.
It's worked out very well.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about my father is he's never met a stranger in his entire life.
All right. Well, that's.
It's a full Casual Pint experience when Chuck comes up and either gives you a hug or slaps you on the ass.
The ass slap. Don't even get
good game.
But let's maintain before we unrail this shit. Like, because we will. It's gonna happen. All right.
So you said the Casual Pint has been here for about a year and a half now?
It has. A year and a half. We opened April 27th of 2018. All right. So 27th of October was our year and a half anniversary. And we have been very excited about how we've grown and how we've gotten things off the ground. How many people are starting to work with us a little bit. It took a lot of effort, and what we have right now is a incredible staff. My wife is part of the staff. She's the third owner, and such an incredible staff that we have that actually works to try to make sure that this is the most fun place you can come to every night.
Real fast, the Casual Pint is located in Lansdowne Commons. I was about to call it Loman's Plaza. My bad. Lansdowne Commons. Chuck, what are your hours so that people know?
Well, we have on the hours we do a variety of hours depending on the weekday. From Sunday, we open at 11 on Sundays, close at 10 o'clock. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we open at noon and we close at 10 o'clock. Thursdays we open at noon also, but we close at 11 o'clock. And then Friday and Saturday we're open from 11 o'clock till 12 midnight. Unless there's things like a concert or a big event going on, we'll stay open. We can stay open till 2 o'clock to serve beer. So, and we've done that a few times. It's a fun thing to have people come back and experience the fun afterwards.
Now, I do want to bring up that you said, you can serve beer, and obviously this is a very beer-centric place.
This is like our version of what is it, Toys R Us?
Yeah.
Like, 'cause we are huge beer fans. We come up here from time to time, and again, I want to thank you, Chuck, for letting us come hang out with you today and being on the podcast. But go ahead, Alex.
Well, I just wanted to say, like, what drove the beer-specific idea? You know, obviously you do have a restaurant here and you serve food, but I like to think of this as more of a beer bar.
It's
you
a
know?
casual. It's a casual pint.
Yeah,
It's a Casual Pint.
It is, but what drove the beer? The franchise. We're a franchise, all right, and they're out of Tennessee. Tennessee always did nothing but beer. They're just starting to get into the food, so Zach and I were out there looking at it. It was absolutely vital to understand that if we were going to do beer, all right, we were going to, number one, we were going to be one of the bigger beer places around, and number two, we were going to work ourselves silly to ensure that we had some of the best selections around.
and that you do.
Yeah, we work, instead of working with 4 or 5 or 6 different distributors, we work with 14.
There is there's a place locally that carries over 100 taps, and to be quite frank, I think that you have the better selection.
Way better
I know
selection.
you have what, 38, 35?
35.
35 taps, but I know that you continuously rotate them as well.
I do want to interject and like, what makes you? How do you select the beers that you put on tap?
It goes into a lot, okay? There's a fair amount of process, but there's a lot of information up on the websites, all right? When we started looking at
On the
beers,
interweb?
on the interweb. Hey guys, I'm old. I don't know all these things.
The little Google machine.
Yeah. Well, basically, you're right. All right. People will tell you beers that are really, really good. All right. We're happy because this year we are going to do the Goose Allen Bourbon Barrel.
Nice.
For this area on the 29th of November. But that's only one of them. I mean, if you look at some of the beers we get, we do a lot of research to try to make sure that we're doing and getting beers that are unique, as well as beers that are great for the light beer drinker. All right, so it's, when you got 35 taps, if you can't satisfy 98% of the people, all right, then you add to the fact that I got a cooler over there with a little over 300 of them.
Right.
So if you can't satisfy those 2%, they probably don't like beer to start off with. All right, and that's where I tell them to come get one of my wines.
I was going to
because I
say,
you
you even have some wine, don't you?
Yep.
I want to talk about, like, because you brought up the cooler. Casual Pint is a little bit different than like your normal restaurant, like where you do have package for off-premise sales. And I love like your little wall of like almost aisles of beer. Like my wife loves coming up here because she can find, she's really big into the sours, and you always have a great selection of sours. But let's talk about that for a little bit, like the off-premise, because people can come in and they can buy beer and take it home and do what they want with it. Like, because we do it, like we come over here and we create 6-packs because like we're going to play a game called Hops Roulette here in a minute. And this is like what we do, and we always do it on the podcast. We don't know what the beer is, but we try to figure it out without knowing like what the style is, what the ABV and IBU. We suck at it. I'm not going to lie. We are not good at this game. We created a game, and we are terrible at it.
Sometimes we'll get it, but not all the time.
Speaking of Hops Roulette, I think now's a good time to interject one of those.
I think
Is that where Carr just ran to? All right, so Carr did run away. So obviously you have some sort of love for beer, Chuck. You wouldn't have opened the Casual Pint. So,
Zach has a great love for beer. I have a good love for beer. My wife, who's one of the owners, hates beer. But when I say that, it's a funny thing because my wife would be better at this game than any of us.
Right. So she has the palate. She knows.
She has the palate to tell you exactly what the tastes are. So if she takes just enough to get on her tongue, all right, she can really tell you the different flavors that are available. All right. And that's the fun part about all this is all of our people that serve you are Cicerone certified.
Oh, really?
That says
Wow.
they know enough to be able to ask the right questions, take that information, give you a beer you like. All right. Now we provide you with samples too, but those are the things that we do, I think, above and beyond to make sure that you just don't get a bad beer. I don't care if you're getting a flight or you're getting a big pour or a little pour. Make sure you get a beer you like, all right? Because the beer you like is not just because it's $9 up there or $7 or $5. It's because it tastes good to you.
Right.
All right?
Fantastic.
And that's important. And that's the way we really look at this whole process is make sure we talk to you people, every one of you guys. That's why our service starts at the bar, because that's where everybody is.
Right. I mean, and we, as Team Fat Kid, we always gravitate toward the bar.
Yep.
It's just in our nature. Like, we want to sit at the bar and we want to converse with the bartender. And you are 100% correct. Like, they can find what you like, whether or not they know you. When we were here a few weeks ago, Megan.
Yep.
She made the hot pickle.
The hot pickle, yeah.
Do you remember that?
That was some good stuff right there.
I forget what 2 beers she mixed together, but it was
was it Flying Dog's hidden pickle?
Hidden pickle,
Oh,
and then Hot Pursuit from Big Ugly.
Yeah.
And this is the Hot Pursuit that had the Reaver peppers. So,
Yeah.
So when you had mentioned that you guys mix a lot of beers, and probably more than anyone in the area. So have you had any that you just thought were horrible?
of course.
Anything that pops out of your head, like 2 mixes that you're just like, don't do that at home?
Well, there's several. All right? And, what we try to do is find unique flavors. One of the things that we found out is that from Alltech, is a company out in Kentucky, and many of their beers are bourbon barrel aged or rum barrel aged because they're in Kentucky where all the spirits are, and so they're wonderful to mix with. However, that doesn't mean they're always wonderful.
Yeah.
And you find a beer that just doesn't go well with it. And we found that Alltech and every pumpkin beer is delicious. All right? Alltech with something light is something that should be burned. It's just ugly stuff. All right? As you do it, you gotta be ready to taste them because it doesn't guarantee you're going to be right.
Wow.
Oh, we know. It's like we cook a lot, and we constantly are trying to take something that's already done and then reinvent it in ourselves. Like, we have failed several times, and
We have.
we're good at that.
I leave cooking to professionals.
Yeah. So you're not an avid cook.
I have cooked. I'm the only person that ever was the cook and the bartender. All right? That was an hour and 15 minutes of all hell. It will never happen again.
So
I've been there. I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
All right, so we got. Oh, this is the first round. But while we're getting the first round of Hops Roulette loaded, I wanted to ask you about your daily specials because I know you do different specials throughout the week, and let people know.
Well, we like to do a different meal, and we'll have a different special each day of the week. One day will be Sidewinders, will be 15% off. One day will be hamburgers. One day will be brats.
Zach.
All right.
You're not playing the game? You got a beer?
No, I'm working. I'm still on the clock, so
He also probably knows what this is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, come on. He's tasted all 35.
Which Chuck, by the way,
Takes
Chuck,
all 35.
you're going last on the guessing game, Chuck, because
Okay.
you probably know the most of what's going on here. So.
I do. I'll try to drown it with this one here. But we also, now that wintertime's here, we hold a different soup every day. And the soup will come with, today, we have tomato bisque, and we have chicken noodle, and it comes with a grilled cheese.
Oh, fantastic.
So those are the type of specials we'll have every day. Our soup specials with the soup and the sandwich type deal are an absolutely phenomenal meal. My wife and Carrie, who's my kitchen manager, they do incredible work with soups. They do incredible work with our food entirely. So, yeah, they get all the accolades on that.
And you want to talk about? Do you guys have a happy hour?
Well, we do right now. We have a happy hour. Is
Segueing because I'm going to make some plates of snacks.
Yeah, I see your intention.
Yeah. We have a happy hour from Wednesdays at 4 to 7. We have a happy hour Fridays, same thing, 4 to 7. But we also have, like today, even though the first beer for veterans is free because of people who bought the tickets.
Well, that's hold on. Can we talk on that real quick?
Sure.
That's a great example, real quick, of one of your charities. Is that you have a buy a veteran a beer program, correct?
Right.
And let's just, I know it's pretty self-explanatory, but
it is.
Long story short, like
we've been buying beers $5 a pour. All right, doesn't matter what beer they get. All right, a lot of those beers are more than $5. It doesn't matter. That's their beer, and the only thing we ask out of the people is put your name on the back so the veteran knows who bought you the first beer.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now we'll run out sometime today, and the rest of them will have Zach's name on them. All right, because he's picking up the tab. All right.
I like how he's nodding in agreement. Like, that's going to happen. Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's my credit card, so you know.
It's not that bad. My credit card anyways.
But you know, everybody loves to talk about doing things for vets. All right. We actively do things for vets. Saturday we had our veteran event for the second time this year, and we'll do close to $500 for them, giving it to VVSF, excuse me, and all the money raised goes to help veterans, and I think that's the important thing is we actually do things to help vets, you know.
Hey, Alex, passing that plate back down. I'll throw some pizza on there for you. I definitely left you out. I was like, I saw the pizza, like the flatbread. I want to talk about this.
I think it's actually 2 plates, so you can split that.
I got distracted with the flatbread. Hold on.
Yeah, I know you just left me out of the pizza game. It's cool. It's cool. The pretzels and beer cheese are good. I'll say that.
Well, they are.
They're awesome.
Beer cheese is my wife's recipe, all right? And we do sell that, by the way. We start the 1st of November for sales because people love to take them to parties. It's a great way to take something totally different to a party you're going to.
Gotcha.
And you're not going to get this beer cheese anywhere else. So,
All right, I'm going to jump in the beer cheese because I was trying to serve everybody and I left you out.
You're jumping in the beer cheese, huh?
Yeah.
That seems like it's going to be a little messy, but
Right.
That is good.
That's some damn good
That
beer
is
cheese.
really good. Kudos.
as soon as you're done with your bite, we have our first round.
Our first round of hops roulette.
So, Chuck, we kind of have a tradition. I don't know if you guys do this here, but we like to greet our beer. And we have a hello, how are you? The H's are supposed to clear your palate program, I guess you would say. So if you'd like to greet your beer and give us well, we're all going to go first because, again, I think you're probably going to
Yeah. I think he's gonna be really good at this game.
Hello, how are you?
All right, that's got like some really good flavors in it. All right, did you bring a pad and a paper to write your notes, Alex?
I left my pad and paper at your house.
Perfect.
But I've got all this paper in front of us, so you have a pen, right?
Oh yeah.
I have a pen too. Here we go.
Go ahead.
I mean, this is a tough one.
I like that we're Facebook Live and they see how our podcast works.
This is basically what happens anyway. Like,
This is a daily thing. Like,
Why do you have crowns?
he's a former Marine. Oh, those are cool.
I know. Where's the
whoa,
paper?
whoa.
Something later on in the day.
Now.
Oh, we're gonna start shooting. I mean, I'm down if we're gonna start making fun of Marines.
Oh, hell yeah.
Pass that on down to Alex.
all right, so
I blame him.
Well, I've got a piece of paper here. I got something I can work with.
Okay, so the style. I think this. Shit, man.
Yeah, I know it's a tough one.
It's
a
good
hell of a way
though.
to
There's
start
like
out.
some like banana or something in there. I don't know.
I got chocolate.
Chocolate.
I can kind of see the chocolate. Like,
Yeah. I mean, shit. I'm gonna call that. I don't even know what to call that. I mean, IPA is like my safe. I'm gonna call it an ale. It's an ale. The ABV on this one. So let's call it 6.5, 6.5, Alex. And the IBU, if they have it, is like in the 30s, so 32. Go, Dooley. As I enjoy my flatbread.
I'm going to go with IPA. 40 IBU. And I'm going to go 5.5.
Dennis?
Blonde.
Good call.
Yeah.
The blonde.
7% and 25 for the IBUs.
Monsieur Carr.
I got oddly specific because I'm trying to nail down that weird flavor. I went hazelnut blonde ale.
Ooh, you
with
fancy.
With a 5.8% at 40 IBUs. Chuck?
I do get the chocolate.
I think I can come closer and I haven't tasted it yet.
Oh, man, that's...
He's like,
Either you're really good or we're really bad. Either one could be true. I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
let's be honest. We're pretty bad at this.
When you're done chewing your pizza there, you should see if you can get the bartender's attention so we can find out what this is.
Oh. I sat at the wrong side of the table today.
Yeah,
Damn it.
you're the runner today. Gopher. What are you thinking, Chuck? I love how he's surprised at how good the beer is. Like, that's really good. We do have good beer. Like, what?
He didn't put it on tap or anything.
This is surprising. I haven't a clue.
I like
All
that.
right,
I like that. Stump it, Chuck, on the first one. This is beautiful.
It's not an IPA because it's way too soft. All right. The IBUs are probably in the 20s. All right. If that much. And I'm going to say it's light type beer, maybe 6%, 6.2. All right. And it's got great flavor and a wonderful finish.
Style. You want to take a shot?
Style? Light ale.
Light ale. All right. Is this the...
So that is
Excellent. Wow. Okay. Is this really what we're currently drinking?
Yep.
Wow.
He's got all the information.
Okay. So,
The producer's here.
Yay!
all right. So, first off, we'll go with ABV, who comes in at Dennis, coming in at 7%. This is a 10%er.
Wow.
This is Allagash's 2-row malted barley blend. It's aged in bourbon barrels blended with cold brewed coffee. So
Nice.
that's that odd taste.
Yeah, that we're hunting for chocolate.
Yeah, but again, 10%er. There's no IBU on here, so we'll just chalk that one up. But 10%, I mean, I didn't see that coming. That didn't have that, as you said, it didn't have that strong IPA kind of kick, which you kind of expect from the higher percentage beers a little bit.
Yeah, this is what happens when you leave and go home early because Zach put that up the other night, and I have never tasted it. Which is, I probably should have guessed it because it's the only beer I didn't taste up there. It
That
is
was my
something
fault. That
else.
was my fault.
But that is a delightful beer.
I mean, like as I said, for a 10%er, that goes down real smooth. That was easy drinking. It is a Tripel. Like that was good though.
I'm not touching it anymore. Stop touching it. I mean, no. Dooley came up behind me and he's like, "What?" And like, I wasn't ready for that. And it's on Facebook Live, so I have proof. People saw it. It's not just me. All right. So that's the first round, and
That's the first round.
I'm sorry, who was the winner?
Well,
Dennis came in at ABV.
We're gonna have to give it to Dennis because no one really nailed Tripel. We all
Nope.
a lot of people had ales and light beers and things like that, but nobody really nailed Tripel. Dooley was way off with IPA.
Yeah.
So screw Dooley. I wish he was sitting down so I could get him to do shots fired.
I'm pretty.
But yeah, reach over there, Jason. Go. But Dooley was the farthest off, but I'd have to give it to Dennis for coming in closest with the ABV the highest. So again, he went 7. It was actually 10. We all went lower. So a pleasant surprise from that first beer. And I'm glad, Chuck, that we could stump you at your own establishment. I don't know.
Thank you, Zach.
I don't know if they knew that or if they just picked it, but yeah.
While we're on this thing, because I just saw it because I ran over to the bar. There's a calendar on the wall, and you do weekly and monthly events.
We do.
All right, so let's talk about your events because I know you do the music bingo.
Right.
So let's talk about that.
Well, Tuesday nights we do different trivia. All right. Wednesdays we go back and forth between. We'll have one bingo a month, and we have and that's just regular bingo.
Okay.
All right. And then we also have a vinyl night.
Hold on,
okay?
there's something happening. Cover your ears. Dude, turn me down.
He's gonna unplug. It's gonna pop.
I messed up. You're good. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Thursday.
There it goes.
There it is. I'm back. I'm sorry.
Thursday nights, every Thursday night we do what's called soundtrack bingo. Soundtrack Bingo is a night where if you've had a tough week and all that, it's a way to come and relax. You come, you sit down, you get to play, they play music, and it's music that you all know about, so you get to start singing the music. You're trying to make a bingo out of it. We do different type of presents every week, just to give you something good, fun, easy, and it is a hilarious time. You're out of here by 9:15 if you have to be, all right, to get back to work the next day or school. And it is. It's just an incredibly fun time every week. And generally, to tell you the truth, if you it starts at 7, and if you want a seat, many nights you've got to be here by 6:30.
Oh yeah, I was here. I saw it. I saw it firsthand.
We have moved seats from outside to try to get everybody seated. All right, it's been that much, and it's that much fun. I mean, it's just a blast.
So I wanted to bring something up because we briefly discussed it. This is a great hangout, like for people in the service industry who are off on like Mondays, like a place to come and get your day drink on, because that's what we do.
As we are here.
Yeah, as we are here right now during the day. Like this is a perfect place for people to come. Like because in our industry, like Monday is like
it's your Saturday.
It's like your Saturday. So like you get to come here like during the day, and like it's low key. There's plenty of good beer to go around for everyone. Like you were saying, Chuck, everyone can find something here, and like for real, like you guys want a place to hide away from your coworkers or bring your coworkers, like come in here to the Casual Pint during the day. It's awesome. They got board games out there. Like there's stuff to do, and the music's always good. But
absolutely. And the atmosphere is always fun.
So why? Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It is always a fun place to be. All right. Worst thing is, you got to put up with me. I will give you a hard time no matter when you show up.
Chuckosaurus Rex.
We are. I mean, how many? I was hoping none of my finance people were here that day, but.
Hey, you come out in an inflatable T-Rex costume, and then like what? They just released a beer. What was it? The T-Rex. Oh crap! I just saw it yesterday.
Hoptosaurus Rex.
Hoptosaurus Rex.
Hoptosaurus Rex.
Like, all right, so like we got to find that one. Like,
fabulous beer.
Yeah, have you had it already?
I did.
All right, while you're on beer, real fast, like, what is your favorite style of beer?
I am a porter stout drinker.
Oh, so you and Dennis.
Yes, sir.
You guys going out on date night?
That's, sure.
We'll come to the Casual Pint.
I know somebody.
There.
Yeah, it's not a problem, and I just always leave my credit card home on date night.
On date night, Dennis, get you warm the wallet up.
All right, we're gonna throw you a real hard one. You've narrowed down your style. Do you have a favorite beer?
No, and I'll tell you why. This is a evolving situation with beers. I mean, people are looking at what's the next great thing. I mean, 4 years ago, what was a sour? Nothing, all right? Closest you had to a sour was really a blonde or something of that nature that had a little bit of sour at the end, all right? So every time I think I've had my favorite beer, I will come up with, what evil lurks that we'll put up soon from Adroit, which is their newest What Evil Lurks, all right? Is supposed to be better than the last What Evil Lurks, but that was one of my favorite beers. Yeah. All right. The porter we have up now is absolutely incredible, but then you get with Big Ugly and a couple of their porters, and they're amazing. So people are constantly looking at what's the next great thing, and how do I improve on. All right. It's because that's the whole thing about craft beer is. You don't get the same beer every time. Or even if it's a craft beer that it's every month of the year available, all right? They do small batches, so you don't have exactly the same hop, even if it's the same type of hop, all right? And you don't have the exact same, so there's always a slight difference. Yeah. So there's a difference that happens, so it makes it almost impossible to say, oh, this is my favorite beer of all time. Last year, one of my favorite beers was Ale Works. Their Secret Admirer, their IPA.
That's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. All right, but now I've got 2 or 3 other IPAs I already know that I like better.
All right, so you're definitely in the beer game. I got a question for you about something that we tried.
I kind of want to keep it on the subject real fast. Like, Alex, do you have a favorite beer? We know you.
We know
but
what my favorite beer is.
I want Chuck's opinion on our favorite beers.
Okay, I got one question.
So
I got
you
one
tell
question
him-
for him first.
Okay.
Did you get to try Saturday morning?
Yes.
What were your thoughts?
Wait a minute. Well, we did something different. We got one case on Saturday morning. All right. So
Was it on Saturday morning? I'm just.
Well, what we did was on Saturday morning. But what we did with one case is we said, this doesn't make sense. All right. So what we did is we put a raffle out. So the raffle was you get an opportunity to buy one can of Saturday morning.
Yeah.
All right. And so for those 24 cans, we managed to do a raffle and then sell the beer at cost because one case ain't going to kill me one way or another.
Right.
And we were able, Zach and Diane were able to take over $330 over to Children's Hospital for cancer research.
Can we get a round of applause,
So,
Billy?
and yes, we did taste it, and I thought it was at best average.
It's not just me.
Okay, so we all decided it was just Rule G.
Rule G with some marshmallows in it.
Like
Yeah.
that's literally
Zach,
we
like-
like Rule G.
I love Rule G.
We like Rule G, but it was
Very
Rule
much
G
so.
with a little bit of
That's-
sweetness.
Actually, honestly, I think that's the best description
That's what, yeah.
about that beer.
That's where we landed.
I went and waited in line. I got one, and like we took it back. We're like, "Oh, this is gonna be great on the podcast." And then it's like, "Oh, that's disappointing." And now I hear that there's a Golden Grams one in the works.
Again,
Yes.
like, hold on. You said disappointed. I just want to clarify. Like, it was a good beer.
It was good,
but
but
it wasn't up to the hype that you were expecting.
But I really believe that in my head, like I overhyped shit. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be so Saturday morning. You know, like I like the logo, the label, all that. Like I really wanted it to be something special, and it was. What do we got going on here?
Phone
Chuck?
calls.
That man, he's a busy man.
He's a businessman.
Yeah,
He's like, here, you handle it.
All right, so while
good to be
we
the king.
talk about our favorite beers,
All right,
let's try this
do a
new one in
little-
front of us.
All right, so we got a new roulette. Let's do it.
Hello, how are you? Lots of citrus in this one.
This one has that lingering cap.
I'm definitely going IPA
All right,
here. I
Zach.
haven't even tried it.
Zach, I know you're not on the mic right now, but I have a question for you. Do you find that beers, when they over hop them or whatever, they kind of have like almost a hint of cat piss? The smell. You know what I'm talking? Go ahead. There you go.
There you go. He's like, I'm gonna get you on the mic.
I think there's a better way to describe it than
An ammonia flavor.
quote hint of cat piss end quote.
That's not the most appetizing. Like I understand.
It depends on it depends on your flavor profile. It depends on how you are as a beer drinker. Some
That was
people
not me.
That was
That was mine.
can drink IPAs. Some people absolutely hate the flavor or anything to do with the smell of an IPA.
I don't. I mean,
Really kind of
He loves the flavor, just can't stand the
it's,
cat piss.
it's just weird. Like when I go in and I smell it first, I'm like, ooh, that's got that cat piss.
Zach,
smell.
do you own a cat?
no.
Okay, so Zach
Have you
does not
ever
own
owned a cat? Have you ever owned a cat?
So I feel like those of us that have owned cats get that cat pee smell.
It's a little chalky.
All right, so Chuck, I know you're last to guess, but as Jason brought up, we all have our favorite beers, and mine is Schneiderweiss Aventinus.
Marvelous beer.
Thank you, sir.
We've had it out here. Hard to get in a keg.
Yes,
All
no,
right?
it is.
But we've had it out there probably 5 or 6 times.
In their
in their-
16.9 ounce
Yeah.
bottles or whatever. I don't even
Right.
know. It's a weird size.
Absolutely incredible beer, easy to drink, marvelous taste, and the taste keeps going afterwards.
Yeah, you hear that, third grader? I see your hand up. You hear that? Marvelous beer, sir.
Okay, so I got a question for Chuck because I'm not a fan.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not a fan of Aventinus. But do you find that the flavors bloom more as it comes closer to room temperature? As I was told by an avid Aventinus drinker, and as it got warmer, no, it wasn't Carr. And I was like, I've never had it before. And I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna listen to you. And I think like what put me off is the first time like I let it get to room temperature without touching it, because I really wanted because he was saying, oh, you're gonna get like all this clove and all these flavors, and then I'm like, this shit's warm.
I do think there's a big difference between like warm beer and not 40-degree cold beer.
I like cold beer, dude. I'm American. I'm sorry.
I like
Put
cold
that
beer.
shit in the refrigerator.
Come on, some of the beers that we popped on the podcast have even said like 52 degrees. You know,
Well,
like,
I mean, okay.
Your heavier beers are supposed to be a little,
temperature.
right,
warmer.
they're not supposed to be 30,
Right.
30 degrees or
I-
35. You know?
I had a gentleman in here when we first started up says you really need to get another cooler and set that at 55 for your stouts. And I told him that you really need to buy your beer and sit it on the counter for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It'll be 55 degrees.
Check it out, dude. If you
All
buy
right.
the cooler, I'll put the beer in there.
That's right, yeah, exactly. I have to say, I've been a manager long enough. I love when people tell me how to run the business that I'm currently in operation
yes.
of. And I'm sure you get quite a few people that love to tell you how to run your business.
All right, talking about because we totally skipped a step in the first beer in Hops Roulette. And like, is it a pass or fail? Go around the table.
Oh, pass.
I pass it. You pass.
No, I like the first one.
That's a pass, not a fail, fool.
Pass. Shut up. Pass.
Yeah.
Pass for me.
So
I loved it.
that's a
winner.
That's a winner. All right, so let's go into this one real fast. This is definitely like an IPA. I think I'm gonna go.
I'm going.
The producer's back here just throwing toys around like she's gonna break them before the kids get a chance. All right, so I'm gonna go IPA. This one's running a 7.8, and the IBU I'm gonna push at like a 64. That was really hard for me.
All right.
It looks like it.
Dooley?
7.5.
7 is free. 7
40. And I'm just going to go general, just ale. I really don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
All right, Dennis?
ABV 7.5. I'd say in the 50s for the 50 for IBU, and for style, an Imperial IPA. It's got some grapefruit in it.
While that's going, I'm
right.
passing wings around the table.
You do that. I'm going citrus
I've already licked
IPA.
my fingers, and they're delicious.
8.2%, 46 IBU, or 46 IBUs, yeah. Chuck, what's your guess here, sir?
Imperial IPA, about 8.2, 8%. Again, not real high on the IBUs, probably 45.
So you think the IBUs are lower, like Chuck, like because I suck at IBUs and I have.
You
no
are
idea.
the only one currently over 50. That doesn't mean you're wrong. We don't know yet. I'm just saying you're the only one currently over
Odds
50.
are that I'm wrong.
You know, your IBUs, as they go up, you start to get that West Coast IPA type taste, all right? And that is really only a certain group of people who really like that, all right? So, you know, you gotta feel that once you get to 60 or so, you can really tell the IBUs. That's why this one here, I mean, I think this one's probably the Adroit. All right, but I might be wrong.
Well,
This-
Zach, you've got the card.
wait
Could
a
I get
minute,
that
wait a
from you?
minute. This is either the Adroit or the Too Juicy, one of the two. So,
I can see juicy definitely because I can taste the grapefruit in it.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so I definitely want to give a absolute congratulations to Chuck here for calling out the Too Juicy, which it is. So this is
exactly. He's like, that's like a number. What is that? 24 on the board right now.
Right, he's probably calling it. Yeah.
He's like, no, it's 4.
Number 4. All right.
All right, so this is Too Juicy, Two Roads Brewing Company. It is a Imperial IPA, which both Chuck and Dooley got that one. Or, I'm sorry, Dennis. I wrote that backwards. My bad.
Hey now,
I know. I'm sorry. I wrote that in the reverse order.
Give me
My
that
bad.
win.
But
No.
Chuck and
got that,
Dennis
Val?
both got that one. There's no IBU listed, but it is coming in at an 8.2%. So I will take that one. Chuck, I'm going to give that to you too because you went 8.2/8. You were right on that borderline. So I obviously I think Chuck's going to take that one.
Get out of town. Well done, sir.
I'll take a close second. I'll take a close second at a citrus IPA at 8.2%.
If I can get on the board, I'd be happy.
So far, Dennis has one and Chuck has one.
I want to talk about this damn chicken wing though. That thing.
Which chicken wing? There are two, sir.
Well, I didn't try the other one. I just saw the one that had the sesame seeds on it.
And how do you feel?
That is awesome.
I've tried the
So what-
sauce, licking it off my fingers so far.
Yeah.
That's
So,
as far as I got.
Chuck, what is the flavor of this wing?
That's a garlic parmesan.
Well, no, that one's
No, that's definitely not.
Oh, wait a minute.
Asian,
That's the.
it's Asian something, huh?
Which one? That is the we do? No.
Pokey sauce.
Yeah, the pokey sauce.
Oh, pokey?
Yeah, that's the new one we just put together. The pokey sauce.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I don't have the recipe for it. They won't give it to me yet. You'll have to get Diane in here and then twist her arm or something.
That was really good.
Oh, we don't want to give away secret recipes or anything.
Yeah, we do enough of our own giving away of secret recipes that
we don't measure things, so it's tough for people to ever know what our recipe is.
We'll give you the ingredients. You have to figure out the measurements.
We cook with heart.
So,
this much looks good.
I want to bring up the Toys for Tots thing again because obviously the producers over there breaking toys. And I know you do. You do a lot of you do. I did it. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm like 3. I'm sorry.
Pretty regularly.
So let's talk about your charity work again. We know we got the Toys for Tots things going on. You mentioned briefly about the buying a beer, and what other charities do you work with?
Well, we'll work with any charity that, first of all, can show me that 80% of their money that we raise goes to helping the cause. Okay. And we'll do it for just about anything. We've done multiple ones for dogs in deployment, dogs, everything of that nature. Even just helping a organization fund a house where they kept dogs so they just didn't get destroyed. We did one for the horses, and we've done multiple charities for MS. We did that one. To date, that is one of our most successful ones. Not the most, but one of our more ones, and that was like $1,400 and some odd for a day's work.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic.
And so, we've done 26 variety of fundraisers in the year and a half we've been open. And we pride ourselves on...
That's a lot.
Yeah, we pride ourselves on being community involved, all right? We want people in the community to understand we're here to help. We're here to do things for the community, but we're also here just to give you a place to relax and enjoy, and that in itself is a community service that this place needs.
I am 100% on board with you. We do charities like a lot. We do a lot of golf tournaments, and we cook for golf tournaments and just in general. But we are nowhere near what you're doing. That's phenomenal work, sir, and we appreciate it. Whoa. Oh, I thought she was. Hey, Megan, you're on the podcast now.
Awesome. Come on in.
You might as well just come hang out.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Very busy and important.
Where did Alex go? All right.
He had to use the
Oh, what? Hold on, watch this. Everybody on Facebook can see. It's that time.
It's that time.
All right. So we have to. We're gonna take a quick break, and Alex is gonna read some stuff because now I get to go to the bathroom.
Hey, I'm sorry. I drank too many Monsters this morning. Which Monster, if you ever want to be a sponsor, you should definitely do that because we drink a lot of it.
Jump on board.
So speaking of sponsors, we want to give a shout out to Stitcher, who has recently become an affiliate of ours. And if you are an avid podcast listener, we'd like to invite you to check out Stitcher and listen to some of your favorite shows ad-free with their premium account. It's only $4.99 a month, and it features things like Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, My Favorite Murder, Wolverine: The Lost Trail, excuse my language, even though we're not FCC rated, but Bitch Sesh, The Fantasy Footballers, and Science Rules with Bill Nye, because who doesn't remember Bill Nye? Also, if you do go for the premium package, you do get Stitcher Originals, bonus episodes, comedy albums, and more. Only $4.99 a month, don't forget, and $34.99 a year if you want to go for that yearly subscription. So, if you are interested in more podcasts, such as Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat, which is available on Stitcher, and you are interested in listening to many more, do check out their premium accounts. Again, this is brought to you by Stitcher. All right, so now that it seems like everybody left the table during my commercial break, Chuck, I do have a couple of more questions for you, sir. For one, we've already kind of talked about your favorite style of beer. You're more of a darker fan. And we've covered that you don't have an exact favorite. But I have to ask, currently on tap, what's your go-to?
Right now, all right?
Right now.
I have two go-tos, but I'm actually going to add the third.
Okay.
All right.
Give me 3. That's fine.
I would the Imperial Porter from Adroit.
Okay.
All right. Fabulous beer. All right. Marvelous beer. For those of you listening, 27 on the tap line. All right.
That's right.
It is great. And Imperial means it's a strong beer, so it's 9%. But for a porter, that's a lot. But it's just got a tremendous amount of flavor. Now, but Adroit also makes an IPA, and like I said, Adroit and Two Roads, those two IPAs. I don't know which one I would choose over.
It's a tough call.
It is a tough call. That's why I picked the two of them, Colonization and Too Juicy. Fabulous. So, but tasting that first beer, that Tripel, all right, the Allagash. Allagash is marvelous.
Oh,
beer.
They do really good work.
They do great
I'm
work.
back.
And that, I had not tasted that beer until here, all right? That is an incredible beer. That would be one of the ones I'll grab.
That was
all right?
that was a good. It seems like something you could drink all day,
Yeah.
but at the same time, that ABV would catch up to you.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was an easy drinker with a good kick.
Yeah,
That is not a lawnmower beer.
Well, it would feel like a lawnmower beer.
Not,
You made some horrible decisions.
yeah, well, this kind of business can be stressful at times, so a couple 10%ers don't hurt.
All right, so like
One of Jason's favorite is about a 20%er.
yeah. So we'll get to
Had
me.
that on last week.
Yeah.
No, he knows.
I know.
He
I
knows.
was here. Like as soon as they posted it, I was here the next day. But like it's Dennis.
Yes, sir.
Favorite beer of all time, PBR.
Most drank beer of
That's
all
the most
time.
drank beer of all time.
Time out. You said beer, right?
Not water.
Well, see, Chuck, you have to understand with how much beer I do drink. I drink PBR because it goes down faster and it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, I'm guilty, man. The Teddy, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a Miller Lite advocate.
Everybody has their cheap beer.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's
If they
the
say
I'm
they
not
don't-
going out. I'm
Yeah.
drinking at home beer.
Yeah,
Like,
you're all day. Like I mean, Chuck maybe Chuck doesn't. I mean, like look at the establishment.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what his beer fridge looks like.
it's right
Don't
over
ask
there.
my wife.
As far as she knows, it doesn't exist.
She used to put food in it.
Milk. Who needs milk? Like,
That sounds like our fridges.
right? All right, Dennis. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Your
no,
favorite
you're good.
beer of all time, sir?
Dragon's Breath.
Ooh,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. That milk stout was just, yes.
Let's say Dragon's Breath or
Dragon's
Dragon's
milk.
milk.
Dragon's milk, that's what it was. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Dragon's
That's what I was
good
assuming
job
he was
there on
going
your
for.
favorite beer, bud. You don't even know what it's called.
I just know what the bottle looks like.
Damn
Dragon,
it, Dennis.
Dragon's milk is a great beer.
Yes.
It is. It is a great beer. It's one that we've had on tap a variety of times. All right, so it's obviously it goes very well.
Does it move well? Does it move?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's a beer that you get a lot of flavor and a little bit of just the right amount of sweetness for it. All right, it's why they keep the recipe as close as they can.
Yeah.
All right, so
And
yeah,
it does have lactose in it, yeah?
Yes.
Like it is a milk stout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
and
don't
it's
think I've ever had that.
but it's a fabulous beer. I mean,
missing out.
I recommend it anytime we have it up. I mean, it's great beer.
Oh, yes.
So,
Dooley, favorite beer?
A cold one.
That
Yeah, that is
actually
true.
that's we can live with that. That's an acceptable answer from
So
Dooley.
let's give Chuck a little background on
unless you are from Great Britain, that's a great beer. So
So we played this game, Chuck. It was called Fat Kid 40 Hands. And so Dennis and Dooley, we duct taped 2 40s to their hands. And they couldn't...
Each.
Yeah, 2 each. And Dooley drank 2 40s in 15 minutes. He did not feel well after that. Right?
No, he
But-
did not.
But it's like we don't recommend you try that at home.
No,
But
we don't.
Dooley, you got to have a favorite.
Double arrogant.
I think my wife would like to try that. You know, she'll take you on.
And we're 40 hands?
Well, I would say double arrogant bastard.
Double arrogant bastard?
Yeah.
All right.
It's my usual.
Not the double arrogant.
I
Jaeger
was going to
thing.
say, did you ever finish that Arrogant Bastard.
He never brought me the cat
Jaeger?
pack, so I'm
No.
assuming it's not done.
Nope, it's not.
Funny story about that. We just got a keg of that for a retiring SEAL.
Oh.
Are you talking
All
about
right.
the Jaeger Arrogant Bastard or
No,
the double Jaeger or the double Arrogant Bastard?
The arrogant bastard, just
Gotcha.
the arrogant bastard. But
Gotcha.
the double arrogant bastard is just an upgrade to the. I mean, in other words, they filter it back through and they make it. All right. I mean, they try to create something that'll kill you if you drink a lot of it. But great flavor.
That's why I take the challenge.
That's
They,
right.
they succeed. They don't try.
It's got a great flavor to it. All right. And Stone will do a lot of good things. All right.
They're definitely
so-
a West Coast style brewery. They are
Well,
hop heavy.
Yeah, but you see, like milk stout. I mean, his milk stout is as strong as it is. It's a stout that will go throughout the entire country.
Yeah.
All right, Arrogant Bastard. All right. Now the double won't go to everybody, but
Right.
the Arrogant Bastard is something that will go throughout the country.
It's a staple
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. So now their IPAs can get a little bit East Coast or West Coasty. All right, but outside of that, their beer. I mean, that's a fabulous beer. Great selection. I would agree with it.
I always love reading the label, and it's like you're not worthy. It's like,
Yeah.
I'll be fucking worthy. Let's test this.
They do have really good stories, and I like how like beers have started to, with the labeling and the stories behind them. Like the packaging has really come a long way for especially the craft beer side, and we went out to the store of what was it? The entirety of
all the fermented grapes.
Yeah, we do, because they are not a sponsor, so we just make up a name for them. And so we went down the aisles, and Dooley's job was to find the pretty cans.
Literally,
bad.
that's all
You
he
get-
did.
you
Just so we could play this
You
game.
get pretty cans. You go by name. You go by.
I found one. It was Pride Ale. It had glitter and sparkles everywhere.
There was like one with like a smoothie. What was that? Like
Oh god, it was definitely berry smoothie.
berry smoothie? Like so it was like a smoothie.
It's actually what I'm drinking right now. Berries and cream.
Berries and cream.
When you get done, go over and look at Adroit's labels. Now they're morbid. All
Oh
right?
no,
That's the whole point.
Oh.
I actually got like 3 of them 2 weeks ago for
Yeah.
the podcast because of their label.
Oh God, they're just. But their beer they're very scientific about their beer, very good. All right, but their labels. I mean, I would never want to date the person who absolutely
Is the
created
art- art-
Yeah, because they are scary people.
There's sometimes you're like, who came up with that shit and what is wrong with them?
So I'm gonna pick another one real quick. So hold on a second.
Okay. We just kicked a beer that we were about to try.
Okay,
But,
so my favorite beer is everyone knows by now, I believe.
No,
Well, that's my
I
everyday
was gonna
drink.
say I don't think that's his favorite. That's
My
his
favorite
everyday
is
beer.
Dogfish 120. I think what they do in Dogfish alone, like I just like the brand itself, like 60-minute, 90-minute, 120. Like I will drink them all.
I love Dogfish, but 120 is just too much for me. I'm down with the 60. I'm fine with the 90, but
I'll tell you why. All right.
go Chuck, go.
What we did, what we did with the Dogfish 120 is we got it and we held it for almost a year.
Actually, it was
18
longer than a
months.
year.
It's
Right,
18
what
months.
we-
18
well,
months.
But it was almost a year. It was almost a half year old when we got it.
Yeah, okay.
So when you take the Dogfish 120 and you just mellow it for a year and a half, it turns into a mighty smooth but very volatile beer.
Yeah.
All right. I do not allow open flames when we're pouring it because it can blow up the place.
Does it burn?
No, it will probably.
I mean, technically,
This is
it's
cool.
what it's averaged at 21%. So
I don't-
technically,
Well,
that's
no,
you
it-
guys had.
I tell you how great this beer is they can't pinpoint it, so they tell
it's
you
between 18 and 21.
18 and 21,
Yeah.
but aged a year, it's closer to 24 to 26.
So we're now in the flammable range.
Now it
Yeah.
makes sense why I had that one beer and I was like, we got to go home.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's a great last beer, and it's a great 5-ounce beer. All right, which is why
He had
I
it
only
10
serve
ounce.
it in 5 and 10 ounce.
Yeah, like I made the mistake because she was like 5 or 10. I was like,
Yeah,
10.
Jason was like 10.
And I was like, I
yeah,
definitely should have
nope.
got the 5.
I will
Yeah.
I will say that after storing it for a year, it is much easier to drink. Still too much for me.
It's got
But
like a little bit
compared
of
to,
a brandy flavor.
Compared to that
like,
first year versus storing it, definitely does make a difference.
There is a variety of beers I get that you will see actually tastes more like a shot than a beer.
Is there like a limited release that I can get on?
Ooh, I see dark beer.
Hey, you
know
got
what?
a dark IPA earlier. I don't know.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
I really don't know the answer to that. I don't know if it's a.
Can we get on some sort of email list, so you can send us out when you got a limited release?
Just watch me on Untap. It'll tell you what I got. All right.
Dennis, you're gonna love this.
It's tomorrow, because how you did with the 120, you announced hey, we're tapping that tomorrow.
Now you do know I got one in the back, because if you are on Untap, you know I've had one for 5 months back here. It'll come up around Christmas time. All right.
I have how big is your beer walk-in, dude?
That is one thing I want to know.
Not big enough, according to my wife. I will not give her the mic right now.
It's got 51 kegs in it.
51 kegs and holding.
Well, wait a minute. That's better. I had 61 last week. I'm working on it.
I feel like that's worse.
No, I'm just saying. Why are you going down?
Right?
So you
Because in a week's time, I've got 2 weeks' time, I got the Bourbon County thing on the 29th.
Yeah.
And that's 10 kegs. And I still have to have light beers for those strange people who drink them.
Yeah.
I mean, I like light beer.
Yeah, Miller.
Well, yeah, I'm fine with that.
It's not like he would come here to get a Miller.
No, I come here because I want something different. But I also when I'm shopping and you're bored, I'm also planning on being here a while. So I look at the ABV and I try to maintain the lower ones because I'm not a one beer guy. I'm not.
Well, there are times we have Coors and Bud Light in our, all right, when we have a concert. Especially with the
country concerts.
The country
circuit.
concerts, all right? There will be people who will only drink, all right, Coors and Bud Light. We have another gentleman who is fighting off cancer, and we have a 24 pack of the zero beer.
Old Duels or something?
Not Old Duels, but
Heineken
Zero. All right, and those beers are directly for him. All right, I'm saving them for a while and all that, but we do strange things for people, but that's what we're all about.
I mean, it's family.
Yeah.
And
right?
that's what brought us all together. We all work in this industry, and we are family. And this whole thing just spun out of control. And now we're at a podcast in your establishment.
That's a pretty apt description, actually.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what we tell people.
Do a podcast. It's free.
When a person comes into our place, we don't treat them like a customer, and we don't treat them like a friend. We treat them like a family member.
Biggest thing, man.
They are a family member because they're part of our family when you walk in this door. And you'll do more for your family than you'll ever do even for a friend, all right? So that's the way you really want to run your business, all right? And if I have a person that can't understand that, we'll move on from that. But no, we are family-oriented. We're dog-oriented, we're family-oriented, and you are part of my family when you walk in here.
That's fantastic. And what I was leading into, when you're bringing up family, in our side of the industry, being chefs and all this, there's a section of the day called family meal, and where you take all the scraps and all that, and you make food for everyone. Yep. And in our line of industry, though, it's whatever's left over,
whatever's
when we're
left
doing
from the buffet.
Yeah, we're doing catering events and things like that. It's everyone eats at the end. It's 9 o'clock at night, and this food's been done for, I don't know, since 7. But eat it now and go for it. And everyone just piles in and digs in, and it's you treat your staff like family, and even more so with what you're doing is treating every individual that walks in the door as family. Right. And that's
one thing to have.
Kudos, sir.
It's one thing to have great staff and fun staff, and we play around as much as anybody. All right, but we play around with all of our customers too. We want them to feel like they are part of us.
They just walked into the living room.
Yeah. We also want them to pay. I mean, that's
we all want family to pay, trust me.
We got to pay the bills, people. Come on down to Casual Pint.
I'm going to start a new tradition called cover charge Christmas. You want to come in the living room? It's $2. You want to unwrap that present? That's another $1.
You want a plate? That's $20.
Okay, so I'm still hung on this 120 thing. So you had this in your fridge for a year. Like just tucked in the back.
Jason would have drank it after like a week. That's why he's so confused.
How did you keep it that long and not tap it? I mean, did you just forget about it?
No, you never forget about it. All right, but the thing was we made.
Were you back there like rotating it and
we made a decision that we were going to try this and really, really go out of our way to hold something when nobody else could have it. All right, and one of the things, I mean, we got a few more back there. We have a beer from Ale Works back there that we're saving for Christmas time. We'll be probably the only ones left that have it. All right.
Fantastic.
And yeah, it does crowd up our cooler. All right. And that cooler also has to serve as part of our food. All right.
Okay.
Serve it.
Yeah.
But you know what? We do this because we want to have that uniqueness. We want to be able to do things that are different than just coming in and getting a beer.
I'm just imagining this wall of kegs like in your pool.
I will walk you through. I will walk you through when you're done. All right? Not a problem.
As long as you're fine with the camera, we're good with that.
Yeah. All right.
We're definitely.
It's Oz.
After you signed the waiver about falling over and
We're wearing non-slips.
I was going to say, how many people in here got non-slips on right now?
All right. Goodness gracious, I don't even know
where we are.
All right. So now we're gonna
You got another?
because we haven't made him make a decision. There are decisions to be made, Chuck, and you have to figure it out.
Okay.
All right. You have to get rid of one.
Here we go.
We do this to everyone that comes on the podcast, so you have to get rid of one, and it's pizza, wings, cheeseburgers, and what was the other one? Tacos?
That'll work for today.
Nah. You have to get rid of one. You have to get rid of you can never have it again. Pizza, wings, cheeseburgers, or tacos. Be careful, the producer's behind you. If you say tacos, she's going to counseling you.
I actually think that's pretty easy. I would get rid of the burgers. All right.
Really?
All right. No.
God, you're hurting me, Chuck. You're hurting me.
Hear him out.
We have a very good burger. All right, it's excellent burger. All right. However, we can serve a variety of tacos. Okay. All right. I don't give a damn about anybody else's wings. I still think ours is just about as good as anybody's.
I concur.
don't
That
mind
was a
taking
really
anybody.
damn good wing.
All right.
Like that was good.
I'll take just about anybody on with wings. I don't think that they are significantly different.
That
And
sounds
I
like a
think
challenge, sir.
I'm okay with that. All right.
That is a challenge.
You have Diane and Carrie to worry about, all right? Not me, but, and our flatbreads are just way too outstanding, all right? So, we call them flatbreads
That
instead
is
of
really
pizzas,
good. That is
all
really
right?
good.
And they are...
Both of them. Like,
I was going to say, we had the ranch pizza, and then I'm assuming it was just a regular pizza.
there's like a pesto.
That's a chicken, it's one that we're introducing. It's a
Come here.
chicken
Come here.
parm.
Come here.
Yeah, talk to the people.
Talk to the people.
Chicken parm. We haven't put it on.
People.
I'm talking. I'm talking, buddy. Listen.
Even with those headphones on, he can't pay attention.
You are giving a hard time to the wrong person.
I have realized my mistakes.
I got 40-plus years experience with this.
Producer's looking at you like, are you
Listen,
sure
Linda.
about that?
Please tell us about your flatbread, like the
It's
green
a
one.
chicken parm. No, it's not green.
Yeah, well, I had the green pesto on it.
There's a
right?
pesto.
on it,
Oh,
yeah.
this is a chicken bacon ranch.
Chicken
Chicken bacon ranch?
Chicken
What was
bacon
the other
ranch.
one?
That's a chicken parm. That's the one that we're going to be introducing.
They were both really good.
Yeah.
Like,
Chicken
they were
bacon
delicious.
ranch is a favorite here.
I mean, it was
And,
definitely a good one.
Yeah, it's chicken bacon ranch is probably one of the favorites here at the Pint. The chicken parm is one that we'll be introducing probably after the first of the year, and it's just our red sauce with chicken and Parmesan cheese.
Did we have it first?
We had it first.
Did we?
Yeah.
we that's a first for Team PI. We had something first.
What did you guys think of the beer cheese?
That's
Delicious.
we were talking about your beer cheese.
I'm
and it
probably
was
gonna be
amazing.
buying some of that and
And
take it home.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
You
our
do
beer
it.
cheese is
Your recipe.
7 pounds of cheese and 36 ounces of beer.
The only
God, yes.
thing I disagree with is that you measured it. We don't measure anything.
Well, you know, we
Consistency, I
do,
understand.
it is a specific recipe that we use,
It's
and
very good.
consistency, of course, is the result. And so
And Chuck said you sell it, right?
we do.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I'm
it
just
makes
happy.
an amazing mac and cheese.
Before I came in here, I just gave a guy an order for him. We actually sell it for the holidays. All right.
Like you can buy in bulk?
You get 16 ounces of beer cheese, and you
that's
can
a
have,
pound.
All right, you have a choice of 9 of our small pretzels or 3 of our big pretzels. It's one of the greatest things to take to a holiday party or any type of party, even a Super Bowl party or
Yeah, so
regular
someone
that's just
asks
called a
you,
party
if
for
someone
me.
asks you,
That's
what
just
should
a party
I
for
bring?
me.
or
Stop
if
by
you
the
just want to be alone by yourself.
in your closet.
I want to be a fat kid with
Closet
this beer
eaters.
cheese.
Comes with all the instructions on how to do it and everything, and it's
That's fantastic.
yeah.
So what about your beer, guys?
Oh, yeah, we got to do. We get distracted. We get distracted.
We
Thank
get
you.
off topic. Sorry.
Tell me about your beer.
I like how she's keeping us on track. She's
She is on point.
I'd say I'm gonna go. This is a Chuck beer. It's a porter.
You want the same thing? Ooh, that's good.
It's very chocolatey.
I'm not allowed to taste it till the end.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you
can
can
taste
taste
it.
it.
You just can't say
You
anything.
just can't say anything because we don't want you to ruin it for us guessing. You know what you're talking about. We just think we do.
Porter 6.2 IBU is low. I'm gonna put it at a 28. Boom.
28.
Dooley?
I'm thinking while I'm talking, Dooley. You don't know what that's like?
No.
I know.
So rude.
Ooh.
All right, chums.
I'm going with 30 IBU.
That is good though.
5 and porter. That feels like a Christmas beer. Like something you drink like an Imperial
Shitter's
chocolate
full.
stout.
You and I both went the same way on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you want chocolate stout?
Imperial chocolate.
I'm going chocolate stout
Yeah.
too. You're going Imperial chocolate
Imperial
stout?
chocolate stout.
Oh, look. There's a... Wait, there's more.
No, right? we went a
You can
little
set
too
it down,
long.
it's
You can
fine.
set it down. You're good.
Yeah, we started rambling. It
Wait
happens.
till you-
Well, I looked at her. I was like, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I noticed you were a little busy. I didn't want you to get behind or anything.
ABV
Thank
5.5.
You're
It's
going,
almost
wait,
like
wait.
oxygen,
I just
okay?
want to clarify. You're going with an Imperial chocolate stout, but you're
That's
going
right,
5.5.
yeah. No,
All right, which way are you leaning here?
7.5.
Dennis, use your hands.
7.5.
Thank you.
7.5, and then I've used, say about 38.
Zach's gone with his phone. I hope we have an index card somewhere with all this info.
She does.
She's
All right,
got it.
all right, as long as somebody's got it. I am also going chocolate stout. I'm going to go with 6.4 and IBU at. Hold on.
Chuck's like licking his lips. Like he knows what this is. Like this is
He's
in
like,
his
man.
wheelhouse.
He's like, this is number 40.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm going to go 26 on IBUs.
I think it's 38.
38 on IBUs?
No, he's like saying 38 on the board.
numbers? Yeah. He's only got 35. That can't be right.
It's the secret stash.
It's a secret menu.
So at least they haven't had too much yet.
This is like ordering animal style, right? You going in and out. Can I get the animal style? Can I get number 38?
You have that 4x4 animal style.
Sea cow.
Did you just call it by its name?
I believe it's Momac Sea Cow, all right, which makes it right
This is
around.
so not fair.
I believe.
Hey, wait.
Look, this is only a belief.
What?
All right, which makes it like seven. Or your ABV is like 7.
Okay.
All right. And your IBUs are like 34, 35.
What is the style?
It's a stout.
It's a stout.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
He got it all, didn't he?
All right, so
Damn it.
this is a chocolate and cream ale with maple and sharp molasses. It's a slight saltiness. This is actually a Draught Theory Bluck or Ghost
It's black.
648. It's 9.99 ABV.
I knew him.
So that one goes to Dennis, coming in at the highest of 7.5.
Fuck you.
And it is a, let me read that. Oreo cookie variant Porter Imperial.
What the fuck?
So I mean, that is true. We all kind of got that chocolatey.
We told Megan like we like the weird stuff, and like she took us to a whole new place.
But
like
That's a mouthful.
I know what I'm having after we get done with the podcast.
I just want to like, what's the name of the company?
Adroit.
Adroit. Yeah. I'm headed up there in a couple weeks.
Okay, where are they brewing out of?
They are Percyville, Virginia.
Percyville, Virginia. So it's like kind of like a local.
Yeah.
Not super local, but in the state.
They are a hole in the wall. All right, but
they just came. Like I've never heard of them.
Oh, they are just
until like what 2 weeks ago. Alex came over with beer and like
I brought 3 of them.
Yeah, like they're doing really. So it's a hole in the wall brewery doing amazing things.
That was a delicious.
Kind of like Latchkey.
They make some of the best beers we get. In fact, more and more people are coming to alert to them, and I really thought that's what it was, but I wanted to go with the SoCal because
you trying to take it easy on us. You bastard! It's like I already knew. I was just giving you guys a break. All right, we got another one. Is this the final round of Hops Roulette, and I have 0 points?
I think we have one more.
I don't know.
Okay. I'm just making sure we're still in order. All right.
Yeah, right now he only has 3.
All right.
Oh, Sharifa made it.
Hello, Reef.
So,
hello, love.
Sharifa, this is Chuck. Chuck, that's Sharifa. All right. So, all right. Real fast. We're gonna finish that one up.
Already done.
They can see. They can see. Hey. We kind of forget they're in the corner over there.
Well, it's because normally we're not doing that.
Well, don't run away now. All right, so what round are we on?
We're on 4. Round
so
4.
There's another round after this?
Which,
yes.
If I had to give the last round to anybody, it's a tough call.
Chuck gets it all.
No.
I'm gonna give this one to Dennis because he came in closest to the ABV.
Bitch.
All right, Dennis. Yeah, boy.
I still have 0 points.
Dennis has 2.
0 point crew.
Tink, tink.
I got 2.
Chuck has 1. Dennis has 2.
Uh-oh.
And I granted, Chuck definitely came close, but I got to give it to Dennis. He was the closest on the ABV.
How many points do you have?
I have none.
So there's a 0 point crew.
Dennis,
All right, let's go.
Right, next one.
We got it. Somebody's got to get a point. All right, let's go.
I'll actually try this time.
Well, it's not cat pissy, so I'm happy.
Definitely not.
But it is IPA.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Hazy.
Hazy?
No.
No? I wouldn't go hazy.
Double IPA. 8.3 in the IBU. It's not real bitter, man. I'm gonna put it like Chuck. Chuck, you think 30?
Hey, quit cheating over
I'm
there.
not allowed.
Cheater.
Chuck already knows the rules.
31? 31?
31
I'm not
it is.
allowed to talk. I'm sorry.
31.
31. Heard. Duly.
Chuck, man, you gotta help me out here.
No, don't help him. Let him flounder. It's cool.
Let him flounder. It's nice to see it.
I'm gonna say double IPA.
Heard.
50 and fuck it, 5.5.
On a double?
So you went, yeah. I love how
Fucking 7.
everybody's
You
like
went to double and you went 5, and then you're like, 0.5?
Dennis
like,
did the same thing earlier. Like, let's a
Fine.
double at 5. 7. Heard.
7.5.
An Imperial
Is that
has
your
to have
final
at
answer?
least 7.
Is that your final answer? 7.5.
7.8.
Oh.
Can you give me a final answer? Because I swear, if I ask you again and you change it again, I will reach across this table.
7.8.
Not for beer cheese.
All right, 7.8. Dennis.
But there is a camera rolling.
Imperial IPA.
So double.
Yeah.
Sharifa, welcome to the podcast.
I will go with
Facebook
9.5.
Live right now.
9.5. You're reaching into triple territory now.
Oh, you went 9.5, huh?
Yeah. And say
Chuck is bored with you.
I
can see it in his face.
65.
He's like you're a
65?
third
You
grader
disappoint me,
trying to
Dennis.
spell beer.
You disappoint me, Dennis.
Why?
Just keep on winning.
All the beers I put up are 5%.
Chuck's face was like, he's like watching a third grader trying to spell beer.
All right.
I'm just giving you shit.
I'm going-
You detail cockpits. It's cool, man.
Hey, it's okay. I get it every single
Better
day of my
detail
life.
them latrines.
I'm going IPA single. I'm not going double. I'm going 6.7% with 55 IBUs.
All right, ooh. Chuck, tell us what it really.
What's your guess here, Chuck?
Is it even a guess anymore?
We make it tough because we do have a huge variety of really great IPAs.
You do.
There are times that I will tell you I'll put my IPA list up against anybody, and I don't really give a damn who you are. All right, I really don't, because I think that's how hard we work at it. But I think that's the adroit. All right, the colonization. Which makes it...
It's not even fair that you're calling it out by damn name.
Well, I didn't say I was right, all right?
We're still on I think here. I'm writing it down, though, because if he
real
nails
fast.
What is a shout-out?
And that would make it a double, all right, or an imperial, either way. So right around 8.2, all right? Say 8%, all right? And IBUs are still in the 40s because, again, no, wait a minute. Put the IBUs at 55. This one's a little bit hoppier.
That makes me happy.
You can't try 55.
That makes me happy because I went with 55 too. So if he's right, I'm right.
You might get a fucking point.
Melissa, could I get that card from you, ma'am?
Real fast, can we say the name of the brewery one more time? Because I've heard it said different ways. Is it
Adroit?
Adroit? Yeah. How do you say that brewery, Chuck? What's the proper pronunciation?
He's cheating.
Adroit theory.
Adroit theory.
Yeah.
Do we know what adroit means?
That's good.
I don't even know what adroit is.
No.
No. It's their own name they made up.
They just made a word?
Just made up a word. Well, look at their damn labels.
There's some scary people in Adroit.
Yeah.
All right.
Adroit, Michigan.
You ready?
So
Here
none
we
of us
go.
were right again.
Are you serious?
Well, you know what? You say none of us were right. I'm taking this one.
Whoa!
So this is Founders Harvest Ale. It's a American
Ale?
IPA. It is 7.6%, which I'm the only one that did not go over. I came in at 6.7.
What did I say?
You came in at 8.3. Dooley was technically the closest, coming in at 7.8.
But he went over.
But he went over.
Half point.
Yeah, we play Price is Right rules, so if you go over, you lose.
I will say Dennis came in closest with the IBUs at 65. This comes in at 70. I did not see it going that high.
Dennis got another damn point.
But I'm taking this one because I'm the only one who didn't go double IPA, so,
Dennis, go home. You're not going to play anymore.
Yes.
I'm still sober. I can drive.
Too bad your car's not here.
True. Okay, so Chuck.
If you drink enough PBR, you can actually build up a tolerance.
Shit, dude.
That's a lot of PBR.
You got that one.
I don't know. I could drink 2 cases in a day.
Billy took care of it. It's gonna sound fantastic.
And I got a new one.
So Chuck, you got to get rid of one. You ready to play again?
Okay.
All right. So Mexican food, Chinese food. What was the other one? Italian. Mexican, Chinese, or Italian. You have to get rid of one, and you can never have it again.
Chinese.
What?
Well, we knew he
we're
wasn't
on
going
the
Mexican. He
opposite
loves his
sides
tacos.
Yeah, the taco thing I knew was like, well, I was keeping it. Why? Why Chinese?
Why? Because they don't serve any.
I'm talking about your personal flavor.
Oh, even that. If I were to give up Italian food, my wife would leave me. All right.
Right.
And my God, at my age, what woman would look at me?
And tacos.
All right?
So I'm.
All right. And then Mexican food. I mean, my God. I mean, what the hell would I do without tacos?
I think the producer likes you a lot more now.
She's like, you know what? Let's go to the Casual Pint. Chuck's awesome.
He's got tacos and he's got all the beers I love.
As long as the sour stays, she's here, man.
Exactly.
They got a whole shelf section full.
There's a range. All right, Dennis, you want to whip out that? Well, we're both working on it because we're waiting for the round.
Okay.
This is usually where Dooley comes in and does absolutely nothing.
So
That's
Good
what
job.
I'm doing right now.
Perfect.
I got it. So we brought this up earlier, and I just want to give a final conclusion of a shout out to Stitcher again. Their premium monthly fee is $4.99. If you're looking at a year, you can get it for $34.99. And if you use promo code TeamFatKid,
You get premium for a month.
you get your first month free. That's right. So With their premium, you can stream and download all your favorite podcasts. They have over 21,000 hours of premium podcasts.
That's 2.4 years.
That's a lot of time.
I did the math.
They do have bonus episodes and archives, as well as ad-free shows on their premium service, with 300-plus comedy albums and early access to new releases.
And they have the show. They have Conan O'Brien on there, and they also have My Favorite Murder. Like, I don't know what that is. I guess we should listen to it.
We should check that out.
I will say that
And
sounded
fantasy
very professional.
footballers, like,
I liked it.
What can I say? I'm a sellout.
I'm just going with, like, if you fantasy footballers, if you play fantasy
I
football.
do play fantasy football. I
Right,
didn't
so
know
maybe
that
you
was out
should. They probably talk about it, and you should probably listen, Dennis.
That seems like a Xander channel.
I really kind of.
Yeah, that's a Xander channel.
It's probably all stats.
Oh,
and-
remember to use promo code Team Fat Kid
I
and
covered
get
that.
your month free.
I covered
All
that.
caps.
All right, moving back into it. Dude, have you guys seen or heard of the plant butter?
I do.
The plant butter. Is this like a I can't believe it's not butter situation?
I'm assuming. So with like the plant-based food thing, they've started. I thought that was margarine. Maybe I'm wrong.
How do you make butter out of a plant?
Motherfucker, how did he make
It's
a
cool.
cheeseburger out of
It's
plant?
cool. Dennis just didn't want to wait for his.
So,
I mean, I know how to
so yes, so
I'm an alcoholic. I admit it.
Dennis was just like, that's mine.
so they're making a plant-based.
I'm out of beer over here. Sorry.
Thank you, Megan. Do you want to say hello to the people?
I would love to.
Megan. Oh, I did it again.
Hello, people.
Megan is the amazing bartender who's taking care of us today.
My name's not actually Megan.
Oh,
Fun
that-
fact.
Damn.
It's Margaret.
No, it's not.
There, I said it on a podcast.
It's now. It's
Now it's in.
look at the people. And
No,
tell
it's
them.
it's Megan
Look at the
forever
people
now.
But you can call me Megan, or whatever you want.
Did I really fuck your name up all day?
It's cool. I kind of like it. Don't worry about it.
You know what's messed up is I was like, I didn't think that was her name, but then I went to reorder the rounds and I was like, Megan. And I was like, that doesn't sound right.
And so
cool, I don't
she's
know.
Meg.
I'm like,
She's Meg from Family Guy
I
from
just
now on.
said-
Yeah, I actually was that for Halloween 4 years ago. Also, fun fact, my husband's name is Peter. That's actually kind of weird now. That
You made it awkward.
I'm gonna go.
We did it without Charlie.
Thank you, Meg, for making it awkward.
All right, Meg makes things awkward. Goodbye, guys.
Oh, jeez.
You can
that
call
now, I got it.
you can call her Margaret all day long. She will not answer.
but does she answers to Megan?
Oh yeah.
Because I've definitely called her Megan and she's answered, and I kind of feel bad about it, but
No. That's what she
Shall we?
goes by
Just-
entirely.
that's her. All right.
Yep.
All right.
So I haven't been wrong all day, or have I been wrong all day?
well,
Nope.
I think we've all been calling her Megan, and she's been answering, so I'm gonna go with that's right.
I just say hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Beer me. Hey, number 13.
The best one ever. Just call him Trouble.
Well,
Trouble.
Just call him Trouble.
Hey, Trouble.
I had
Hey,
a
Trouble.
really good topic, but I got to wait for
But-
Billy to get back. But go ahead, sir.
but that's what you get when you get here. You get people who just want to make you have fun.
Damn, my bad.
And
Your microphone cord is just.
Turn your hat around.
I don't think it's the hat.
No, I'm dealing with a brand new cable.
is that like part of an exorcism? I mean, turn your head.
Yeah.
The power of Christ compels you.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
There'd be a bunch of puddles and smoke in this room. All right. That's about all that would be left. Chuck might survive. I don't know well.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I had
I don't
to-
know him well enough. But the rest of us, I don't. Sharifa maybe. I don't know Sharifa that well either. But.
Oh, hell,
Sharifa's amazing. She really, like, honestly, like, you always have that anchor at the job. And, like, she's my anchor. She's the one that looks out for me.
Well, the rest of us would just evaporate into a puddle of smoke and fire.
She would probably just walk over the top of it.
The power of Christ compels you. Oh man, these guys are gone.
Shit, I picked the wrong people to hang out with today. And Dennis,
And damn, I have to clean it up.
Yeah.
I hope it's all over your walls.
Man, did we
As
explode
long-
or just like?
I don't know the scenario.
As long as it's not over 4 foot, I'm okay.
Is that your reach capacity?
Hey,
Yo, dude,
that
shots
case
fired.
4'6".
Yeah, Dooley's not here. Good luck with that.
Took care of it, and now that Dooley's back, I really have a great topic.
Okay, great
But,
topic.
like,
And
do you
then
want to
we
do
have a
this
beer.
first?
Yeah,
Do you want to do the topic or the beer?
Let's do the beer first. It's the last one.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up soon.
Yeah, we got about 10 minutes. Yeah,
All right, so this one's dark.
it is. It's not.
No,
It
it's better than
doesn't.
the
It
last
doesn't
one.
taste dark. Like
Hello, how are you, my friend?
This smells like a Dennis beer.
This is a tough one, but I'm going porter.
That is super clean and light. To be that dark. Like, it's not like the palate coating, like, I'm trying to sound fancy because Chuck's staring at me.
I'm going porter at 5.8%, although this could be like a chocolate ale, although I'm not really getting chocolate.
I'm just gonna go ale on this one.
I'm going to go with 43 IBUs.
It's a coffee beer.
I kind of like it's either I could see a coffee ale. I could.
I'm gonna go ale, a coffee ale, whatever you want to call that, and I'm gonna put the ABV low, like in 5.8, and the bitterness because it is coffee. I want to jack it up because it's coffee, but last time I did that I was completely fucking wrong. I'm gonna put it like I'm going 30 on IBU.
Heard.
Playing safe.
Duly, sir.
Just get on base. I'm just trying to get on base.
I'm gonna go with like a coffee
Ale.
Yeah, coffee ale. Like me and Jason are kind of on the same boat on that.
Coffee ale, ABV.
I'm gonna go high. Go 8.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Wow.
And IBU.
I'll be surprised.
IBU 50.
You know what it tastes like, dude? It tastes like you left your coffee out.
Yeah.
On the counter.
It tastes like Death
cold
Wish.
coffee.
Like you left your when you're in the kitchen and you're working all day and
that
like you
nice
made
cold
that cup of coffee and then you go back to it and you're like
2 hours later.
Bitch.
Yeah. Dennis, what you got?
I actually like that.
Microwave for 30 seconds. You're back in business.
Brown ale.
Brown ale. Dennis is going brown ale.
I'm just gonna wait.
Dennis is gonna go brown note.
No, that's later.
Not in my car.
Probably at your house.
Probably.
Chuck, the brown note is when you shit yourself, by the way.
I kind of figured that one already out.
Think I could have gone without that.
Do you have a story?
ABV 5.1.
You fucking one-upper.
Damn right.
What are you talking about? Everybody's above him. He's technically a one-downer.
Yeah.
You downer.
IBU.
55.
55. That's kind of high in my opinion, but hey, who knows? Chuck, lay it on us, buddy. What do we got?
What is it? Number what?
I have to be with him, all right? I believe this is Cigar City's Maduro, all right? And it's a brown ale, all right? And it's like 5.3, 5, so you're really close, all right? And
IBUs. Any guess?
no flipping clue on a brown ale, but let's go with 35.
So you're saying it's a brown ale?
Yeah, I believe it's a brown ale.
Now-
we always have a brown ale up.
Normally, leave the card.
Normally our brown ale is Ale Works, and that's a distinctive taste. So,
How did that get? Did you have the card?
They had
Yes,
the card.
they have the card.
Oh,
I now have the card.
Oh, because I thought somebody did Gambit behind me and did the card
the only
throw.
other one I thought it might be was
and
Over the Moon.
Sharifa
but,
caught it.
Over the
I
Moon?
was like, this is
Yeah.
awesome.
Got you. All right,
Reese
so
just went.
but I thought Over the Moon was a little sweeter.
I don't even know how we're going to.
What is it?
I don't even know how we're going to give this one
Over
to
the Moon's a lot
somebody.
sweeter.
This is Nansman's Jericho Ditch Dunkel.
Oh, come
I
on.
have way too much to drink now.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah,
This is
I
coming
only
in.
have 8 more hours to work.
This is coming in at 5.5%.
Yeah.
Which
That was way the fuck off.
I think Chuck came in the closest at 5.3. Out of the non-beer aficionados of us, Dennis came in the next closest at 5.1. Jason, you and I both came in at 5.8, going over. So I think Chuck has to take this one with really being the only one closest to the ABV.
Good
so
job.
in total, by the way, Dennis got 2, Chuck got 2, and I got 1. So
Oh, damn. There's
yeah,
that.
cheers
Boom,
to the
boom.
losers. Heard that. All right.
To wrap it up,
Topic.
once again, yeah, I do have a topic to wrap this whole thing up because it's all unduly. But Chuck, thank you so much.
Of course it is.
For
It
having
probably
us
just happened,
out
too.
here on Veterans Day, man. Like, we really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, and you guys are fantastic, and we'll continue to come here and enjoy your beverages. But I do have some knowledge to drop on the burnt. Like
the burnt.
Yeah, like when Dooley orders his drink burnt.
Oh yeah, that's
So I have an amazing brother, and he did some fucking research.
Chuck. To bring you up to speed, Dooley likes to go into a bar and order his bourbon burnt, which is apparently another way to order like a double or a quote-unquote strong drink. And all of us thought he was fucking crazy, which I'm really hoping your brother confirms.
Okay, so my brother did like avid podcast listen. He's probably listening right now and wondering, like, he's like, yes, that was my moment.
Yes.
All
My
right.
time to shine.
He's like,
Thank you, sir.
so ordering a drink burnt, as far as known, it's adding a splash of smoked whiskey or scotch to a drink to make it specifically burnt, and it's mostly done in a martini.
So I've just been saying it wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So the
I guess I'm going to be
smoky,
drinking martinis.
so the smoky flavor, hence burnt, is adding the smoke from like the barrels in scotch, and it's mostly done in martinis. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it for clearing up this fact.
So, how many drinks did that guy have before he came up with that idea?
Who knows?
The real question is, how many times did Dooley try to order it?
Because I don't know
Only
if
a
it's ever
couple
been
times.
complete.
Only a couple times.
Maybe 50.
And apparently completely wrong.
Yeah.
That's, which is why I really just I said it on the podcast last week, and I'm so glad I did. Like, if you ever order a drink burnt and they give you a double, I will pay for it.
Truth.
Are we gonna go back to where he pays the tab to?
Yes.
I would need an Uber here in about 3 hours.
He paid his tab on the way out the door, Dooley. Right. Once again,
I gotta
this
go.
is
I gotta go smoke a cigarette.
how we like to end the podcast, sir, when we have a guest. Is we covered a lot of things. Is there anything coming up, or this is your time to tell the world what's going on with Casual Pint coming up in the future? Anything you want to put in there that we've missed? Did we miss anything? I don't know. Go.
Well,
Chuck time.
here's what I'd like to say is that we got a variety of things coming up for December. Most of this is to help children and things of that nature. December 7th, we have an organization coming in, and they will be getting toys. It's not Toys for Tots. We still have our Toys for Tots that'll drive. But
How long is the Toys for Tots up? Like, how long do people have to come to?
We'll be here till the 14th of December when they'll pick up. Okay.
Fantastic.
Now, last year, I literally had so many toys coming in that we took them over the last time on the 20th of December just to make sure. Now, most of those toys will actually go for this year's. All right. But if you look at us, we have the Bourbon County release for Goose Island on the 29th. We'll have breakfast. We'll have...
so the 29th of
This month.
November?
Of November.
Hey, guys,
Yep.
if you're listening, the 29th of November, show up here and get the Goose Island release.
And then we have the 7th of December for our toy drive and we're also going to have another event that we're going to sponsor a family and try to make sure that they have a nice Christmas. So there's a variety of things that we still got coming on in the early part of December. And still, we're going to have a great time every night, and we will eventually have, when it gets here, a New Year's Eve party. So,
hell yeah.
So, Chuck, is there a website that people can find you on? Are you?
Yeah, Virginia Beach, Casual Pint Virginia Beach is our website.
And all the upcoming events are there?
Yep, and they will always be there. We update that almost daily.
Is it Casual Pint Virginia Beach or Casual Pint VB?
VB.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
CasualPintVB.com?
Yep.
Definitely gonna play.
Make sure you guys check that out.
Also, on the Instagram Twitter, they are Casual Pint VB.
Yep.
Yes, they are.
And don't forget to download the Casual Pint app, and then you can click Find a Pint, right?
Yep.
On the app, and it'll take you right to the location, the Casual Pint app.
Not only that, but you get
The
rewards.
rewards. Yeah, we
Get
left out the
rewards.
rewards program.
Now, I don't want to say anything, but we do have a family who spent their rewards dollar last weekend, $180.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, well, they are frequent suppliers.
Frequent flyers of the Casual Pint.
But it does add up, and it's a good deal. And
it's a
we
point for every
support it.
dollar, right? Like
Yeah.
it's awesome.
I mean, we support it wholeheartedly, and we welcome you here. If you want to have a good time, you're stressed out, come on, talk to me.
And all of our work friends, like if you're trying to find a place to hide out on a solid Monday, your Saturday, come to Casual Pint. It's low key, it's awesome. They have good music and good beer. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up.
Food.
We are. We're gonna wrap this one up again. Thank you to all of our veterans out there.
First off, thank you, Chuck, for your service, and thank you for having our podcast in your establishment. You're amazing. We really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you, guys. We really did have a good time.
Absolutely. So a big shout out again to the Casual Pint. Thank you to all of our servicemen and women on this beautiful Veterans Day. I hope you're enjoying the weather as it is a nice day. And as always, you can find us online at www.teamfatkidnation.com and on all of our Insta, Facetube, Twitter accounts at Facebook,
Team Fat Kid,
Instagram,
Team Fat Kid Nation,
Twitter,
at Team Fat Kid 1,
and YouTube.
Team Fat Kid.
As always, you can find us on our podcast.
Remember to like and subscribe to the podcast. That's important. And leave us comments in the bottom, and Dooley will try to answer them. Probably not.
Damn it,
it's
Dooley.
Team Fat Kid. Choose the fat. We are done here. We'll talk to you on Thursday.
You guys are great.